Welcome to one of the best first to last lobby races that I've seen in a long time. In this race we will follow Kushti as he undertakes a race-long battle to go from the last of 9 races to first in a nighttime race that no one was expecting to undertake. My name is Mitchell Morgan and I host a nightly live stream from 9 PM UK time Monday to Friday, which includes some daily races and some very respectful and close fought lobby races. Last night's stream saw one of the very best last to first lobby races that I've seen in a long time, and maybe one of the best that I've ever seen. It features my personal friend Kushti and a number of the regular subscribers to my channel. We're in a night race at the Michelin Raceway Road Atlanta track, which just happens to be one of the daily races this week. With regards to the driver's skills, Kushti is an A+ ranked racer, as is Hector. We then have Collie Tom, Bembo Baggins and Boots and Cats, who are all A-rated racers. So 5 very quick racers in this one. And then we have Ernie Ball, Jenky, Bean and Reese, all as B-ranked drivers. I am commentating on this live stream, so I'm not actually in this race. The cars line up for a rolling start reverse grid with Bembo Baggins on pole, followed by Boots and Cats in second, Bean third, Ernie Ball fourth, Jenky fifth, Reese sixth, Hector in 7th, Collie Tom 8th and Kushti brings up the rear in 9th. Before I forget, please remember to hit that like button and subscribe if you are new around here. It will really help me out a lot and I'll really appreciate your support for my channel. In the meantime, let's get into the action. So we join the cars in this little cinema view, what I refer to as the fan view. We've got Kushti at the back in the Genesis with Tom and Hector in front. I think Tom's in a Genesis as well. So that's going to be a pretty tough fight between those cars. The Genesis is definitely the preferred car in here, but we've got a few others as well. As we go down into the first corner, Tom is making a move on Hector, doesn't quite make that one stick. Kushti's looking like he's going to make a move around the outside, but again with cold tyres they're all having to back out and just be a little bit careful through the opening few corners of this race. And as we head down the hill through the curves, you can see it's all really just lying astern at the moment. A big old line of cars. They're watching the curbs, not riding them too much. So now we find ourselves following Kushti with the follow cam as we come down into the hand corner for the first time. Hector's making a move on Collie Tom. He's trying to get up the inside. Tom's trying to go around the outside. Kushti's right in the mix here. Hector brakes late, gets up the inside of Tom, but Kushti gets into the back of Hector. Oh, Hector comes back across and catches him. Let's just have a look at that one in slow motion. So Hector gets it a little bit sliding. So he's slowing down a little bit more than Kushti could. Kushti couldn't quite get it slowed down. Slight touch. Then Hector came back, caught Kushti, and that's Hector's race over. And he actually then just simply retires to the pits, which is a real shame. So we go from 9 cars to 8 cars pretty much within the first few corners. So that's put Kushti off the back of the pack at the moment, but he closes up massively during the chicane to get right on the back bumper of Collie Tom. Can he make a move up the inside? Yes, he just puts his nose in there. Tom gets pushed ever so slightly wide, but he makes that move done. So that's 2 places for Kushti made up in the first lap. As we come across the line and we go around and up the hill, he's already on the back of Ernie Ball as well. So pushing really hard now that these tyres are warmed up. Still being careful on the curbs. Still just following through. The lights picking up and blazing the cars in front, trying to pick up every single apex. This night race was impromptu. I threw this one at the very last minute, so this is all very new to these guys. And we've got a load of penalties picked up. Kushti's picked up a penalty, so's Ernie Ball and Jenky in front. Ernie Ball makes the move on Jenky. He makes that one stick. Tom makes the move on Kushti, but doesn't quite manage to hold that. Bean's going a bit slowly off the corner. There you've really got to get a good exit down this long straight. So we come up to serve our penalties. 3 cars slow down. As we come through, Tom comes charging through, no penalties, so he's made up 3 places. Kushti managed to make up 1, but hard on the brakes. Jenky goes a bit deep, collects Ernie Ball. Oh, he gets it sideways. He gets it sideways as well on the exit of the curb. That gives Kushti 2 easy places. Tom's run off down the track now. he has managed to make good of that situation. Kushti made good of it too, but unfortunately Jenki and Ernie Ball were the losers in that particular one, and Bean just off the back of the pack in 8th at the moment. Up the front we've got Benbow Baggins, followed by Boots and Cats and Reese, so they're all going really well. Unfortunately we can't really see too much of what's going on up the front at the moment, because Kushti has got his hands full trying to catch up with Tom, so using all of the track at the moment. As we go through those twisty curves, he's going right up onto the curves and onto the grass to get as much speed as he can. As we come through the corners, the compound corners, he's getting onto the grass again. That's really not what's needed. As you go down this long straight, you really need a very, very clean exit there. Get on the power early and you can win and lose races by your performance out of that corner. And that's really given Jenki a bit of an opportunity to come back. So as you come down towards the chicane, once again, this is where Kushti is really quick, taking lots of curb. Jenki's right there as well. He's taking the grass with him as Kushti as he goes through there. Another half-second penalty, so that's 2 already in this race. So really cannot afford to keep on taking these penalties. He needs to get onto the back of Tom in 4th, but it does look like we've got 5th place secured at the moment. The big question is, can Jenki come back at Kushti as he has to serve his penalty down that long straight? So as we head down through the curves, you can see it's very tight at the front. Tom is beginning to close on Boots and Cats, Benbow and Reese. Reese is in the lead at the moment. Oh no, Benbow back. There seems to be a bit of a battle going on up ahead. Some changing of position. And Kushti's now picked up another half a second. That's a 1 second penalty for Kushti, 4 laps. And I think this is now 4 penalties that he has served. So he's really making life difficult for himself. That's probably going to give Jenki an opportunity to come back. And it's also going to give Colin de Tom the opportunity to concentrate on getting on the back of the 3 cars out front. So again, we're just sticking with this from Kushti's point of view. Looks like more moves are trying to be made up the front. Kushti's now back on it, really going for it now, using all of the curbs and more, using all of the track and more. Needs to catch up with Tom in the front. This is the view from inside with these night races. Now you can get a view of the driver's view and just how little you can see. So you can see there the lights are picking up the trees, but we need to be picking up the apexes. Now we pick up the cones and the apexes, so it's quite difficult running these cars in the dark on this particular track with the undulations. But it looks like Benbow Baggins just got it wrong. What on earth happened there? He's dropped right back and Kushti managed to get up the inside. Boots and Cats is off the track too, so another move made. So again, as we go through the curves there, Kushti's managed to make up 2 places pretty much in 1 set of corners. Now he needs a really good exit. Colin de Tom has found himself in 2nd place. Reese is out in front with a little bit of clean air. Kushti now really needs to push as we get towards the halfway stage of this race. This Genesis is really running nicely and Kushti is really making the most of it. Tom just a little way ahead as we go through the chicane again. You can see the wonderful lines that Kushti takes, taking loads of the grass through there. Perfectly acceptable, no penalties. That is how to take that particular couple of corners, that chicane. You can really make up some time. It looks like Colin de Tom is catching Reese, and I think that Kushti is catching ever so slowly, but is this quick enough as we're on lap number 6? As we go over the top and down the hill, pushing really hard again, just enjoying these lines, just touching these curbs at the moment, getting right up on the grass there, right up on the grass here. You can see the tyre marks across the grass where these top racers are cutting the corner as much as possible to make up time, but you've got to be inch perfect because you can get penalties through there. Thankfully on lap 6 Kushti's kept it clean, so no penalty. A little bit of a squirm on the exit as the power goes down. Lights blazing the back of Colin de Tom's car in front. No penalties for the guys up front. Everybody's keeping it clean right now. But still a little bit of space, probably a couple of seconds to Colin de Tom in front, but closing under braking. Can we carry the speed through the chicane? Yes, it looks like he can, and noticeably closer now. Noticeably closer, but Colin de Tom's got a good run down the hill. That's managed to pull out a little bit of a gap again, but he can see that he's very close to the leader now. Probably be getting the benefit from slipstream, I would think. Kushti doesn't have that benefit. Boots and Cats behind Kushti now with Ernie Ball behind, then Jenki, then Bean. And Benbow Baggins unfortunately has fallen right to the back. So that was a little bit of unfortunate first to last, but we're with Kushti seeing if he can actually bring that home in first place. You can see the lines that he's taking now. Really pushing hard, but not really making too much headway on Colin de Tom up front, just closing up a little bit. But Genesis getting a little bit squirmy under braking. Can he get a good exit here? That was better. The Genesis looked a lot more planted on that exit. We're on lap 7 at the moment, but you can see the gap is really not coming down too much. It looks like Reese and Tom out front are really maintaining that gap. Kushti really needs some purple sectors here, but leaving the braking really late. Took a second grab at the brakes through there, I think. Using all of the curbs, trying to close up, but again the two front runners working really well together. When is Colin de Tom going to make a move on Reese? It looks like he's making a move now. Did he make that one stick? We're a little bit too far back. No, it looks like Reese was brave and braved that up round the outside, but Colin de Tom is all over him right now. Back in the car racing with Kushti just for a moment. We close up really quickly. What happened there? I don't know whether Tom got something wrong, but that gave Kushti an opportunity to throw it up the inside and to claim second place. I think Kushti was gifted that one, or was he just really late on the brakes and really superb through those corners? Either which way, it looks like Reese has managed to retain first place, but it looks a lot closer. Kushti, I think, can just smell blood and he's absolutely come alive. I think that Kushti can sense first place here, and dispatching Colin de Tom just as quickly as he did through that section and getting a good run down this long straight. And Colin de Tom is still with us, riding the slipstream as we come down into this chicane where we know Kushti is quick. Braking early, turning in, taking loads of the curb. He's closing up on Reese. Reese is really going for it. I think Reese is in a 911. He's really pushing hard as we come across to start the penultimate lap. This is lap 9. Can Kushti close down Reese? Can Kushti keep Colin de Tom at bay? This really is a 3-car battle at this point. If we go over the top, don't cut the corner. Kushti's taking it really conservative. He's taking it really careful on these curbs. He really cannot afford another penalty. When we get down to the bottom, he's really quick through that section, right on the back of Reese. Did they both go wide? It looks like they both managed just to keep a wheel in on that exit there. Braking early, trying to look for an angle here. I suspect he's probably trying to get a good run on this long straight, but it looks like Reese has kept that clean and tidy too. So at this stage, it looks like it's even Stevens. It doesn't look like Reese is pulling away. Kushti's picked up a little bit of a slipstream. Can he make that work? Reese is moving to the left. It looks like he's going for a defensive line. Is Kushti going to stay left? No, he goes right. He's going for a move. Can he make that one stick? Reese is taking the defensive line on the inside, moves across to the middle, but Kushti makes it stick around the outside. How on earth did he pull that move off? Well, I know, because he did exactly the same thing to me in another race earlier in the day. But this is it from Reese's point of view. He broke really late. He had everything covered. Somehow Kushti managed to brake a little bit later and get that move done. Reese is now right on the back of Kushti. So Kushti is under pressure now as we cross the line to start the 10th and final lap. The question now is, can Kushti keep this clean? Can he stay on track and not get any more penalties? Can Reese push Kushti into an error as we go over the top? Kushti braking a little bit early, being a little bit careful through these corners now. You can see he's staying off of the curbs. Reese is using the curb to try and make sure that he can catch Kushti a little bit on the grass there, a little bit on the grass there. That's enabled Rees to close up ever so slightly, but not really enough. This is all going to be about this last compound curve now. So the first corner, it's not quite a compound, there is a bit of a straight there. Rees takes a look up the inside as we go into the straight. Both of them get a good exit. I always refer to that one as a compound corner. It isn't really, there is a bit of a line in there, but you'll know which corner I'm talking about when I'm narrating. So Kushti moving right, left, right, trying to break the toe. I don't think Rees is close enough. We know how quick Kushti is down through here, but he closes up really, really tight. Very respectful. He could have bumped Kushti there, but he didn't. All very, very respectful between these two runners. So we just joined the fan view again to enjoy Kushti coming across the line for first, Rees in second, College of Tom really, really close in third. Then a little way back, we've got Bembo Baggett in fourth, who has obviously had a really great race to come back from the rear, showing you should never give up. Jenke came across the line in fifth, or he's going to in just a moment, followed by Boots and Cats in sixth, Bean in seventh, and Ernie Ball in eighth. So Bembo Baggett had a great race to come back for fourth, but Kushti did it in first. Really, really fantastic race that I absolutely love. One of the best I've seen in a long time. Last to first. Congratulations, Kushti. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you're new around here, and I will see you on another video coming very soon. For now, take care. Bye-bye.